Here's your wrestling news for June 5th, 2022. And your headlines for today include top New Japan star to challenge for interim AEW World Championship, more details about CM Punk, how long will he be out for? Ryback is pleased that CM Punk is injured in bitter tweet. Top WWE superstar lays claim to being Mrs. WrestleMania. Charlotte Flair challenged a huge match at WrestleMania 39. Former NXT Women's Champion out with injury, not expected back anytime soon. Thunder Rosa makes huge gesture to support families and victims after Uvalde shooting. WWE superstar was immediately told no when trying to get a job with AEW. Is the Four Horsemen going to ride again in AEW? And more. We are kicking off today with AEW as more plans for the interim AEW World Championship have been revealed. In a statement issued by AEW themselves, it was confirmed that a Battle Royal winner on next week's Dynamite will face Jon Moxley, with the winner of that match going to the title match at Forbidden Door. For those wondering why Moxley is getting an easy pass, it was explained that he is the #1 ranked wrestler in the company, so gets a special advantage in this Eliminator tournament. As for the other half of the tournament, the statement announced that a New Japan wrestler will challenge for the interim AEW World Championship, and it'll either be Hiroshi Tanahashi or Hiroki Goto. This match will take place at New Japan's Dominion event on June 12th, with the winner facing whoever wins the match between Moxley and the Battle Royal winner at Forbidden Door. From there, the winner of the interim AEW World Championship will face Punk in a title unification match when the Chicago-made wrestler can compete again. Tanahashi had been scheduled to face Punk at Forbidden Door before the injury, and time will tell which representatives of AEW and New Japan meet at the interpromotional show later this month. Punk getting injured is literally the last thing AEW needed, as they'd already begun making plans for him to face Hiroshi Tanahashi at Forbidden Door later this month. Punk didn't disclose much about his injury during this week's Rampage, other than it will require surgery, but we now know more about what's going on. On his show, Meltzer said how Punk has suffered some kind of foot injury, but that he's not expected to be out for long. More specifically, Meltzer said how Punk's surgery and recovery won't keep him out for 9 months or even 6 months, but stopped short of giving a time frame how long the champ will be out for. All we know for certain is that CM Punk is on the shelf, and we're continuing to wish him the best in what is believed to be a speedy recovery. Immediately after Punk announced his injury, the AEW World Champion received countless supportive messages, but one name who isn't sending his best wishes is Ryback. It's no secret that Punk found Ryback to be dangerous during their time feuding in WWE, and the former superstar had a unique tweet shortly after the injury announcement. On Twitter, Ryback said that karma rules, and while he didn't name Punk specifically, many fans understood what he was referring to. Ryback's name was even trending due to this tweet, an impressive feat since he has claimed without evidence that WWE and Twitter are illegally suppressing his social media accounts. Injuries in wrestling are never a good thing, and it's terrible for Punk and AEW that this has happened, but Ryback is feeling pretty pleased right about now. Now, it's universally agreed that Shawn Michaels is Mr. WrestleMania, having had some of the most iconic moments at the Showcase of the Immortals. With that said, it's been over a decade since the showstopper competed at WrestleMania, and now a current champion in WWE is looking to add a similar moniker to their own impressive achievements. Speaking to Sports Illustrated, Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair spoke about her career so far on the main roster and explained why she feels she is becoming Mrs. WrestleMania. I feel like I'm on my way to becoming Mrs. WrestleMania. It's funny, after the match at this year's WrestleMania against Becky, people were teasing me backstage saying, "You're about to become Mrs. WrestleMania." That's been put out in the atmosphere, and it's a really cool goal to try to achieve. Belair's 2 matches at WrestleMania have seen her win both, win championships, and in one case, headline the show of shows, and we're expecting plenty more high-profile moments for the EST at the biggest event of the year. There's no guaranteed what the self-professed Mrs. WrestleMania will do at next year's 2-night event, which will take place in Los Angeles, California, but Belair already has an opponent in mind. In that same interview, the Raw Women's Champion called out Charlotte Flair for a match and explained why she wants to face the Queen in April next year. I have a lot to prove and want to keep proving who I am. I'm an overachiever and I am always striving to be the best version of myself. I want my reputation to be that every time I step in the ring, it's going to be a great match. I want to carry this all the way to WrestleMania next year, where I can hopefully take down Charlotte Flair, the fourth four-horsewoman. Flair has already beaten the other three horsewomen in high-profile bouts, defeating Sasha Banks at WrestleMania 37, Bayley inside Hell in a Cell, and Becky Lynch this year. At this time, Flair is on a hiatus and is enjoying her new life as a married woman after tying the knot with Andrade El Idolo, but time will tell if Belair gets her wish for a WrestleMania 39 match with the Queen. We've got some news from NXT 2.0 now, as Io Shirai is out of action. According to a new report from Fightful, Shirai is out with an undisclosed injury, saying, "Shirai has been out of action for 2 months since NXT Stand and Deliver and hasn't been seen on NXT TV. After numerous injuries over that period, a WWE source confirmed that she's been sidelined with an injury, but didn't elaborate on the severity of it or what it was. They also confirmed that for the time being, she's not been factored into creative plans in any way." Shirai hasn't wrestled in 2 months, which likely means this injury is pretty serious, and there's no telling when she'll be back in the ring. A source close to the situation said they hope Io can get healed up by the summer, but that there's no guarantee on when she's expected to return. That same source added that Shirai is well liked in the locker room, and the roster misses having her around, and we're sending our best to her on the road to recovery. Last month, a tragic shooting at a school in Uvalde, Texas took the lives of over a dozen people and has once again drummed up discussions about guns and gun safety in the United States. This is just the latest mass shooting in the US, which has become a regular occurrence, but AEW's Thunder Rosa is doing what she can to help the families of the victims. The reigning AEW Women's World Champion is hosting a special auction where 100% of the proceeds will go to the families and victims of the Uvalde shooting, and the auction will include her headpiece and gear from Double or Nothing 2022. In a description of the auction, Rosa writes, "I live in San Antonio. Uvalde is 45 minutes away, and I'm very involved in the community. The fact that 19 kids died the way they did breaks my heart." The winner will receive the gear, headpiece, and a signed image from the match, autographed by Rosa, her opponent Serena Deeb, and referee Aubrey Edwards, in what is a great way for AEW stars to help those who have lost so much. It's no secret that AEW is home to plenty of ex-WWE superstars, with Chris Jericho, CM Punk, Jon Moxley, and Bryan Danielson all having made a name with Vince McMahon. Some have joked that AEW will take anyone who once worked for WWE, but that's not the case, at least not for Paul London. Speaking on the Café de Renee podcast, London discussed trying to get a role with AEW and being swiftly told no. "Last year there had been very loose discussions between myself and AEW, and it was more so like, hey, I would like to help. If there is a way for me to help from like a coaching standpoint or producer standpoint," it was shot down like immediately. Like, no. We've got enough coaches, got enough agents. Interestingly, London's longtime tag partner Brian Kendrick was meant to debut for AEW this past February before controversy saw his appearance be pulled, and for London, a spot backstage in the company wasn't meant to be. And we're ending today with the iconic Four Horsemen, who dominated wrestling for years and ran roughshod for decades across various promotions. It's been quite some time since wrestling had an official Four Horsemen group, but now the faction could resurface in AEW of all places. In a statement on Twitter, legendary Horseman Arn Anderson confirmed that he now owns the name and said that fans of the Four Horsemen will soon be able to purchase merchandise for the group. This is a big win for Arn, but could be an even bigger win for Tony Khan, as AA works for AEW and could theoretically approve the name being used for a new generation of wrestlers. When Cody Rhodes was with AEW, the American Nightmare attempted to obtain as much old-school wrestling ideas as he could, which proved to be difficult given that WWE owns so much. Now, Anderson owns the Four Horsemen name, and while no plans have been confirmed other than merchandise, it's possible that the legendary faction may ride again in All Elite Wrestling. Well guys, that's our news for today. Please share your comments below. Also hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to receive all notifications. And as always, thanks for watching.